say nothing?
Actually, do you want to?
Well, we're on the air already.
You goddamn cocksucker.
Who are you talking to? Me?
I'm talking to Bruce Coyne. Do you know him?
I know the name.
Well, he's like Facebook friends with you.
I know the name. Yeah. What, oh, did you print stuff off my Facebook?
Yeah. So I just wanted to start off.
Good evening. Was that supposed to offend me?
No. Well, this is the un-PC Dave.
Dianna here. Good evening. Sensitivity training. Show number 12, maybe, I think it is.
So
10, 11.
we got into a fight. I didn't mean to get into a fight on Facebook because you said.
He and I got into a fight on Facebook.
So March 2nd at 12 p.m., 12:02, you said, when I was growing up, people could have different opinions without being labeled, insulted, or threatened. So I'm just gonna, that's all I'm gonna read from that. And so
I didn't get a chance to fix my hair. Keep going. I'm listening.
So I was trying to be kind of like funny. So I responded with a movie trailer for a documentary called Best of Enemies about, is it William Buckley and Gore Vidal, two intellectuals who argued different sides during the Republican Democratic 1968 convention. You mean like who's on what side?
Yeah.
William Buckley is, a famous conservative and started what magazine? I should know that. But anyways, and Gore Vidal is, the liberal gay novelist, but or
Did
writer.
you know that before you read all this stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because I like Christopher Buckley, who's the son of William F. Buckley. He writes funny political books.
And you like that?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lower my chair.
Okay, so I responded with that, saying, you know what?
Okay, go on.
When you were growing up, because I don't know when you were born exactly, but 1968, is that around the time?
I like it. 68's good.
Okay, so
I'll take 68.
people were fighting on TV, and if you should watch the movie. It was on Netflix. It's very refreshing to see two intellectuals fighting and getting
Unlike
under
us.
each other's. Yeah, they're really, they speak really.
They really know what they're talking about.
So then I said.
We have the transcript.
So then I said, I'd bet you $10 people have been labeling and name calling since before you were born. And let's say I'm a woman. So you said something about.
And I said, I bet you don't have $10.
Something about disagreeing. And so maybe this came off as because I read it again, I'm like, oh, maybe it seemed kind of jerky, but I was just trying to be funny. And let's say I'm a woman and a friend of mine is backing a candidate who is going to close down Planned Parenthood and take away choices from me. You said something about to each his own. And so I said, to each his own doesn't necessarily seem reasonable to me. So that was 20 minutes after you first posted it, and then.
And I think I went to go take a shower or something. But anyway.
And then 10 minutes after that, the first response was Bruce Coyne saying, to each his own doesn't sound reasonable to you? You sound like a bully to me. Get a life, Toolis.
Okay, so that was from Bruce Coyne, who I know his name, but I don't think I know him.
So I responded, haha, because I just thought it was hilarious, because I was like, do I know this person? But
what did he say after that?
He didn't respond after that. But the thing is, he didn't disagree with me. So maybe he agrees with me.
I didn't know. I actually wasn't sure. I guess he was talking to you about a bully, but the thing is, I think you misunderstood me. And so I would just recommend this to all the viewers out there. Don't have a political war over Facebook because.
But also, if you post something on Facebook, don't expect everyone to agree with you. Wait, but could I just say?
Go on. Go on.
Your original post is about, you say, people, so I don't agree
Insults,
with you.
hostilities,
but yeah,
and
but people can disagree. So
yes, you were saying it was happening.
I disagree with you. I don't say anything mean or insulting or disrespectful, and immediately the guy doesn't say, I think you're wrong. He says, he calls me a bully, which
Maybe being facetious.
Nobody's ever called me a bully before, and he says, get a life to us. So he insults me, he name calls and insults me.
So do you think, but I wonder.
Isn't that the stupidest thing ever? Because you just said.
Yes.
So I'm not above name calling. That's why I started off the show calling him
facetious?
a stupid cocksucker.
Oh, so you were calling Bruce a cocksucker. I thought you were calling me a cocksucker. No. So
I wanted to give off that impression to, knock you off guard, but I was talking to Bruce Coyne. Yeah.
You say it like it's a bad thing.
What,
Cocksucker.
cocksucker? Not like, if you think about
Oh, I
it,
have
there are a lot
transfers.
of cocksuckers here. So then that leads into my next point, which is about the First Amendment. And
Okay.
so I just wanted to go over the First Amendment and
I got
what...
my little prop book because I was in a hurry, but do we want to talk about the First Amendment?
Yeah, so the First Amendment... Okay, so it's the first one. It's a big...
Really? The first one's the first one?
Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's the point of that?
One thing I wanted to talk about is where, if you can look in that and tell me where it says there are no consequences for things that you say.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Well, so, like...
It says Congress. Congress. Doesn't say individual people. It says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, right?
Okay, so the point I wanted to make was that whenever I talk to Trump people, which I only talked to 2 in person, they're mostly just online.
That's not all of them?
So they just immediately say, well, actually, so I'm not sure if you get upset when I come back at you, but so wait, so a lot of people say, you know, don't call, like, wait, do I want to go there?
Well, yeah, because because what you've said to me before is people are calling because the woman that you met at one of the gatherings said something about being a racist, called a racist. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, or also like, when like you will say something and say, now people are going to call me racist and like, so.
Because it's true though, right? People do.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you can't, that's not a defense, that's not like a get out of jail free card for saying something racist. Like,
But
the
how do
reason
you,
why,
who defines that it's racist though?
the reason why people call you racist, well, so there are people who immediately jump on your posts and say like you're trash or racist, and so those people you don't have to pay attention to because they're just, you know. But it turns out that the only 2 Trump people that I know like have said racist stuff, not
Like
only
what
to
though?
me,
Tell
but
me.
so
Wait a
you
minute,
said,
but this is what's interesting. What is racist?
yeah. So that's also, so who decides what's
Yeah, who
offensive?
decides what's right? But who decides what's racist?
Yeah. So in context
You told me you were going to take
is a
3
big
minutes, so
thing.
no. Right, but so here's the thing. So one of the guys I play football with, right? I was thinking of this. He's about 22, 23. We were watching a football game together, okay, in November. And a commercial came on, and it was a very attractive black man who looked to be in about his late 20s to early 30s, okay? And so I said to him, wow, he looks just like Denzel Washington. I wonder if that's his son. And he said, that's racist. And I said, what the hell are you talking about? He said, no, you're racist. I said, hello? How is that, like, I don't understand. Tell me how that is racist.
Well, yeah, that's not racist.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is every single thing right now is you're walking, you're like sitting on eggshells. You can't say anything. So I want to ask you.
Yeah, you can say anything, but there are consequences to it.
Right, but then who decides that it's racist?
Whoever wants to. Wait, so I'm going to
When?
decide.
So what's racist that I've said? Because what is racist?
So the next day we were talking about the black girl, the video of the black woman
Yes.
who was being shoved by all these white men at a Trump rally. And so my big thing wasn't necessarily that she was a black woman, but that she was a woman, and these guys were like going after her. And so you'll see in the First Amendment, you know, the right to people peaceably assemble and protest. So
Peaceably assemble, but okay, keep going.
okay, but the thing is, rebelling against the government is kind of like in our DNA. It's how this country started. So like that's a big thing. So like Black Lives Matter, protesting
Black
Trump.
Lives Matter. LIES. Black Lives Matter.
Okay, but you said, so you called her. You said that the people there were
I said
troublemakers.
Black Lives Matter were thugs.
Yeah, so thugs.
I would go one step further and say they're a bunch of terrorists. Keep going.
And then you said, "Oops, now I will be called a racist."
Exactly.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
How is that racist?
Because wait, why are they thugs? They're protesters.
They call for
They're
the killing.
organizing.
They call for the killing of police officers. They call for the killing
Where?
of white people, and they call for rioting.
No.
They don't. Did they tear up Baltimore in front of
No, but
them?
the thing is, so this was a good. The reason why I put that on your wall was because you were complaining about how horrible.
Yes, I get why you did it.
Wait, hold on. These liberal, intolerant people were like sticking their fingers in your
Yes.
face, and then I show you this Trump rally where Trump says, "Get out," and people are pushing her. Should we pull up the video?
Right, but
and so what you do is you say, you find an article, and it's not any credible news source saying that she was causing trouble and violent. You find one of the guys in the video, a blog that he writes, and then did you know that he was a neo-Nazi
Right, but
white
why is he?
supremacist when you
Did
posted
he
that?
say that he's a white supremacist neo-Nazi?
Did you look at his Twitter?
I did look at his stuff, but here's the thing though. You take, so if you like sports, what's your favorite sport?
Wait, but
I will, I'll get to this.
If he tweets stuff from Nazis,
What did he say?
who gets to
What did he
decide that
say?
he's a neo-Nazi? I do.
Fine, so but what I'm saying is, first of all, did you see pictures of her?
No.
No. So the first thing
It's
is,
a video.
any Trump rally is a private event. It's not a public event. So if you go in there and you start protesting, it doesn't matter. He says get out and get them out, but that's across the board that he does for anybody. So it wasn't specific to that event. So if you go in there, you open your mouth and you're protesting, you go out because he pays for those events. He doesn't have donors paying for it. It's
Is there
not open to-
security?
He has security there.
Yeah, so why doesn't security take her out? Why are men
So
pushing
he wasn't,
her?
first of all, he wasn't telling them, he was telling his security, get them out. He didn't say you guys. Second of all, like a football game or a basketball game, if we're playing and I push you, right, and you push me back, the ref doesn't see that I pushed you, but the ref sees that you pushed me back. So there were, and I read other
You stopped
stories.
responding to me, but where are the other stories?
What I'm saying is, people who went in there, this is how I get suspicious. When I saw that girl laughing, smiling, holding her cell phone and texting while she was getting pushed, I'm thinking, something ain't right here. To me,
Yeah,
that
she
looked...
did. That was her purpose, was to get kicked out of it.
Right, but what I'm saying is, there was another woman on some other thing. I think what's going to happen, this will come out,
Hey.
is that they said she pushed somebody to the ground. She
Yeah,
was
an old
pushing.
man or something. That's what the neo-Nazi said. Until it comes from like the New York Times or
Right.
something, let's just pretend like the news stories that we have of them being horrible people. Let's just go with that. And also
But
you
why just go
responded
with
with
that?
a Bernie Sanders article about Black Lives Matter interrupting his rally,
Which I thought was terrible.
and it was a completely different reaction. And were you trying to make an argument for it's okay to push them around or something?
No, what I was trying to...
So anyways, at the Bernie Sanders rally, the article that she sent, he let them speak.
No, he didn't want to let them speak.
Yeah, I know.
He took
but he
it-
did.
right,
He's not
right.
going to push them.
Right, but what I'm saying is what he should have done, instead of setting a bad precedent for these people who think they can do whatever the hell they want to do, he should have kicked them off the stage. But because he wants the votes, because you saw the look in his face.
No, because he's a grown-up.
You don't let people muscle yourselves into something like that. It's not right. You're setting
Let's
a
not
bad
let the people.
precedent.
Let's not involve the people in this.
You're setting a.
political
Why do you think that's okay? Why do you think when Dad?
I don't think it's okay, but I think that's how you handle it. I don't think you get this mob to start
He didn't get a mob
pushing.
to do that. They chose. You don't see.
Yes, so Trump
She did.
supporters are horrible pieces of shit.
Okay, who do you support?
Kasich.
Because what's interesting, and you just did that as an out. It's very interesting because you don't put yourself out there. I'm always
all
the
right,
one
why
putting
do I
myself
have to?
out there.
Yes, so then there are consequences to that.
So what? But why don't you put
So
yourself
you
out
can't
there?
say
Why don't you become part of this
I'm
solution
going to-
instead of part of the problem?
because I don't have to do everything you do.
No, you don't. But you can sit back and criticize.
Yes, I can. That's what.
Why
when
don't
you
you
put
do
yourself
something?
out there, I give my email address out. It's davetouliscctv@gmail.com. People can send me whatever they want.
Right, but what I'm saying is, why don't you put yourself out there with something that you believe in You believe in something. You put yourself, be brave enough to put yourself out
That's
there.
what I'm doing. I just
You're
said
not.
Trump supporters are pieces of shit.
Right, but what do you believe in? Who do you believe in? You believe in Sanders?
Okay.
You believe in Hillary? Who do
I
you
believe in, won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be
And for the record,
my neighbor? Let's talk about socialism.
no, let's talk about fecal
No,
matters.
this is my show. Let's talk about.
Let's talk about fecal matters.
Okay, let's talk about fecal
because
matters.
I don't want to talk about fecal matters anymore.
I-
Because I was watching the fecal matters segment.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
Okay. Well, anyways, the fecal matters today is
People
that
don't like it.
I was wiping my butt so long that I really did a number on my hemorrhoids.
You have hemorrhoids?
Yeah. So, anyways, that
So now you're doing
that
the
brings
Mr.
up
Rogers
something.
thing. Okay, so tell me what you believe in.
Before we get to socialism,
Tell
I
me
just
what you
want to
believe in.
say also like context is a big important thing.
Exactly.
So so the fecal matters, like let's say I'm meeting my girlfriend's parents for the first time. I probably shouldn't, if they're like, what do you do? I probably shouldn't bring up fecal matters.
Do you
know?
tell them that you do this show?
Yeah, but would you
tell
advise me to tell them about wiping my butt to the point of my bleeding hemorrhoids? First time.
I think I would advise you not to tell my father.
All right, but anyways, well, that's
Right, Dad?
that's you being you being PC, but and infringing on my freedom of speech. But so context matters. So like,
Why are you yelling?
when is it okay to make like a dick joke? Is like or
have a
imply that you
problem
have a
with dick
big
jokes.
dick? Is it like, I think it's funny, but do you think like a Republican debate for president is like the best place to make a dick joke?
I would
Yeah,
have to say no, but the thing is,
Well, like
maybe-
your supreme leader, like does anybody
My supreme leader.
does anybody get mad at him when he like talks about his dick when he's running for president?
Well, the thing is, I don't know what is planned, and I know my father wasn't thrilled about that, but I know that it was in response to the Marco Rubio thing. So I have never met Donald Trump, so I don't know what, I don't know, but the thing is,
I know Donald Trump, I
the thing
watch
is,
him every
I'm not
night.
going to not support him because his main reason for running is why I support him. Okay, because I think America is going to shit. We are. If you want to talk about fecal matters, America is going to shit. Right now, we're falling apart. So, yes, I'm going to keep supporting him. But who do you support? Because you don't support Kasich.
Wait, so Louis C.K. wrote said to
I
me
saw
that,
something. He said something. Don't support Donald Trump. I saw
Yeah, he
that.
compared him to Hitler, and so I've never thought of the Hitler comparison. But the website I was reading,
He did a lot of work this week.
yeah, the website I was reading, somebody like succinctly came up with how Hitler.
So why
how
is he like? I want to know why he's like Hitler. Why?
Okay, so
Because he
listen
asked
to this.
people to do the pledge.
So this person, I think, was either being sarcastic or just is a complete moron and made a really good argument for him being like Hitler. But so I don't think Trump is a good choice for POTUS, but anyone comparing him to fucking Hitler is an idiot. Hitler came out extremely anti-Semitic and blamed Jewish people for Germany's troubles, and Trump wants to stop Muslims from coming because any one of them could be a terrorist and their religion is barbaric, and build a wall because there are a shitload of illegals in our country and also drugs coming in from Mexico. But yeah, he's Hitler, fucking idiots.
Now, who wrote that?
Some idiot commenter, but I thought it was like really nicely put.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to disagree. I think people, it's very difficult to articulate in a way that doesn't cause ire. For example, when you and I are going at it, I feel like it, even though I feel like a reasonable person, it ends up becoming so heated in a way that people are forced to take sides.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like you want to get stuck on your side, right? People feel like they get stuck. So that I feel like is unfortunate, but I think it's part of human nature. I don't know. But there are some things that of the thing that you just read that I agree with. I don't know that I would have said them that way.
But if Hitler comes, I mean, that wasn't on purpose. If Trump comes into power, don't you think that will be dangerous for not only Muslims and illegal immigrants or anybody who looks
Wait a minute.
illegal? Or wait, hold on.
No, if you're
Or
illegal,
black people.
you are illegal. many black people are supporting Donald Trump? Do you have any idea? Plenty.
No, and
Plenty. The thing is, if you don't know enough about a situation, he never said all Muslims. He said, until we can figure out what the heck is going on.
all Muslims.
So until we can figure out what the heck is going on.
I don't have a problem with
So what's
him.
wrong with
I have
that?
a problem with what
What's
the people
wrong with
do.
that?
Because it opens it up for people like you and
For what? People like me to do what?
to like hate these people.
Hate who? Who do I hate?
Wait,
Who do I hate?
let's talk about Hitler for a little bit.
Okay, let's talk about Hitler. Who helped Hitler to try to exterminate the Jews? Who? You have no
Trump's
friggin'
ancestors?
clue. No, Muslims. Muslims helped. Sorry, hate to be non-PC. You look up your history. Look up your history.
What does that mean?
Because what
So
it
let's
means is
turn against Muslims?
no, but what it means
That
is
doesn't mean
you
anything.
can't
That's not a
just
good
take-
argument.
It is a good argument. You
No, it's
can't
not.
just take one piece of information. You can't. And so, in terms of history, that's exactly what's going on. Right now, they're talking about whether or not Obama and whoever else, they're trying to decide, is there a genocide against Christians in the Middle East? And they're trying to figure it out, whether or not enough heads have been cut off, whether or not they should do it. And what they're trying to do, what ISIS is trying to do, is they're trying to wipe out any type of art, sculptures, anything having to do with Christianity. And to me, I link that to getting rid of the Confederate flag and getting rid of those monuments down there. It's the same thing. You can't erase history and pretend it never happened.
Wait, so you're saying let's keep the Confederate flag?
Yes, keep the Confederate flag, keep the statues of Lee and whoever else, because you can't pretend it didn't happen. You can't rewrite history. It's already there. That's what ISIS is doing in the Middle East.
So let's not change for the better.
How are you, what does one have to do with the other?
Wait, so
Why are you getting
what's-
rid of artifacts? Why would you get rid of artifacts? Why?
We've never talked about the Confederate flag
But
before.
it's the
I didn't
same
know
thing.
that's...
It's the same thing.
I don't think the Confederate flag should be like a Southern pride thing.
Whatever, my point is, you can't get rid of history.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you need to. The Confederate flag is a symbol of something.
I get it, but also statues in the Middle East, Christian statues are a symbol of something.
Wait, why are we talking about the Middle East?
Because you brought up Hitler, and I'm saying that these things all happen together. It's not one person, it happened together. Donald Trump isn't saying all Muslims are bad. That's not what he's saying. What he's saying is we have a problem with how to vet people, whether they come through Mexico, through Canada, we have a problem. That's all he's saying. Let's fix the problem. You tell me why. You tell me why an illegal alien can come into this country and get free health insurance, free benefits across the board, and I have to pay $850 a month for my health insurance.
Yeah.
Tell me why that's right.
I think people doing illegal things
Tell me why that's right.
shouldn't be doing it.
Okay, so how do you stop them?
You're saying build a wall?
I'm asking you, your opinion, how you stop that from happening.
Yeah, like I think it's a money thing.
How do you
Border
stop
Patrol?
it? Why does Cambridge have a friggin' sanctuary city?
I don't know.
You agree with that? That's okay? That's okay?
Yeah, I don't really care.
Look at how do you not care? Look at the homeless people when you walk by here. Those people who might be veterans.
Mexicans' fault?
Wait a minute, who might be veterans, who might be people with mental illness.
Yeah.
Why aren't we helping them? Why is my insurance costing me $850 a month when somebody can walk right through the border, go to Mass General, and get free health care? You tell me why that's right.
You know why they do need help and they need mental health help.
Why are we helping people who are illegal and not helping people who are legal?
Wait, let's talk about socialism real quick because you posted
that
something
is
about
socialism.
Bernie. So, wait, is socialism a bad idea?
Absolutely. Talk
Okay.
to anybody who came from a communist country and they're going to tell you the same thing.
There's one thing I would always think like libraries, like if that was a new idea, could we get that done today? Probably not,
Get
right?
what done? A library or
Yeah.
a socialism?
Like library.
I don't know what you mean.
What's a social, like, what do you think of social programs?
Like what?
Socialism is a bad word to you. I think.
No, it's the thing is don't put a bad, like, it's not a bad word to me. I just think it doesn't work.
Okay, so like.
I saw that sign, I thought it was funny.
So highways and roads. What do you think about highways and roads?
Our taxes pay for those.
Yeah, it's like a social program.
No.
What is socialism?
Socialism is if you have this sweater and I don't have it.
No, that's not. That's not
Yes,
socialism.
it is. You know what? Ask my friend Tony, who came over here from Vietnam, who's terrified of socialism because he was a refugee. Okay? Talk to my
Communism?
friend Tony, who said that in his village, they had to share the knives. They only got a certain amount of knives in the village, and they had to
That's
share
the problem,
knives.
is that you always condescend to me that I don't know anything, but that's not what socialism
Wait a minute,
is.
this is
And we
the-
have a lot of socialism programs already, like
This is
Medicare
the guy that just came
and
over he came over from Vietnam. His family escaped.
communist country?
Yes,
All right,
they're the
police. If I threaten you and I say I'm going to come over and kill you, what do?
I take out my gun and I shoot you.
No, or you call the police.
No, Dad, what do? I
And our
take out my
taxes
gun
pay for
and I
it, fire department, post office, bridges, garbage collection. So we should privatize all these things, right?
I have no problem with privatizing it. You know why? Because when it's
Then the rich
privatized,
people will be protected and the
No,
poor people
when you
won't.
privatize
Social
stuff like
Security,
that-
museums, public schools.
all of that stuff gets done better because it's never run well when it's run by the government.
The
It
GI
isn't.
Bill.
That's not getting run well. The poor veterans can't even get care. Let all these illegals
I know.
come into the country,
Ted
and our
Cruz-
veterans have to wait a year to get care.
Ted Cruz wants to get rid of the IRS,
Because it's a waste of
Pentagon,
money.
the military, Medicaid.
Oh my God, 617-876-0055. I don't think we put the number up. But anyway, Dad, I'll talk to you later. This was heated. I got